All right, welcome back to some more Baseball 9. Today I'm back with Legend Team, and in this one, I'm going to be giving Randy Johnson, aka the Big Unit, a maxed out slider and attempting to throw a perfect game with it in the hardest league, Royal 1. Though Randy Johnson was known for his high heat, what made him seemingly unhittable was the use of his slider dubbed Mr. Snappy.
Here comes Mr. Snappy.
The pitch looked like a fastball out of the hand, but had a late sharp break that made batters look silly. I've already gone ahead and added the slider to his pitching arsenal and maxed it out at 234. And then when you take in consideration all of his other upgrades, I was able to get it to 268. We're at home in Brothers Park taking on the Dragons here in attempt number 1. There's Randy Johnson with a maxed out slider. And it looks like for the first batter of the game, he'll be facing off against his doppelganger. 1-2 count here to start. Let's see if we can get this batter to chase at a slider near his back foot. And we got him doing it. Looking just like that real life footage. Another 1-2 count, we're going right back to it. And he chases it out. Another 1-2 count. We're going to try high inside on him. He pops it up. And Johnny makes the play in foul ground. Bottom of the first, we'll be facing off against the highest overall pitcher in the league, a 145 overall Prime Crespo. And we got Jackie Robinson leading this game off. He's got a rising fastball. We're in for a long day, y'all. Now we got Pete Rose up in the 2 spot. We're on that fastball, and that one's going to get through. I'll take a 1-out single for our first hit of the game. Now that brings up Big Papi batting third. And the rising fastball is going to be the death of me today, y'all. Probably my least favorite pitch to hit against. And now we got 2. And that'll bring up Barry Bonds in the cleanup. Y'all, it's pop-up city. That's going to be all game until he comes out, y'all. I'm not liking this. 0-2 count here, so at the top of the second. We've stayed inside on him. It's tried to go outside. And we get the call from Blue. Gaines has worked it from an 0-2 count to full now. If we walk him, the challenge is over. We got to bring it to him. And he strikes out anyways. We're going back low inside on him. Got him on the ground again. Out in the second, that brings up Ken Griffey Jr. leading this thing off. Fighting with an 0-2 count here to start. And we chase the fastball. And now that brings up Chipper Jones in the 6th spot. 2-seam down the line, and what a diving play. Man, now a 2 that brings up Ricky. We get a normal fastball, not a rising, and I'll take a 2-out double with our fastest player. You know what? We're stealing third. That brings up Jeter now. Let's send him over. Should have swung at that fastball, but he's in there, 90 feet away. If Jeter can get a hit, we take the lead. And Jeter comes through. Bad route, and that's going to be a 2-out RBI double, and we're on the board. Jeter clutches up. And now that brings up our 9-batter Johnny. Just underneath that fastball. Hasn't used the rising really at all this inning. First pitch swinging. Right on the ground to Chipper. There's one. Another full count. We got to be careful again. And we get him chasing anyways. 1-2 count now. We just went high outside. Let's try low inside. Back him off the plate. He doesn't even swing the bat. Bottom of the third, we got the top of the lineup back up with Jackie Robinson leading this thing off. We hit that hard, but sadly straight to him. Now with 1, that brings up Pete. On the 2-seam, and that'll drop in for a 1-out single, just like the first inning. And that brings Big Papi up. And Big Papi pops out this time on the rising fastball. That's twice today. It's gotten him out. Now a 2, it brings up Barry Bonds in the cleanup again. We're on the fastball, and that's going to be off the wall. We'll take a 2-out double to set up runners on 2nd and 3rd. And now that brings up Ken Griffey Jr. with an RB opportunity. And a diving play from Greer. This team's fielding is no joke, y'all. First pitch swinging again to start this inning. Easy play for Chipper for 1. 1-2 count. We just went low inside. Let's try high outside. Can we sneak it in there? He chases it anyways. 2-2 count. I don't want to go full again. Let's try high inside. Couldn't have thrown it any better. Bottom of 4th, we got Chipper Jones leading this inning off. Man, nothing gets past this team. Now with 1, that brings up Ricky again. We're making him work over there at the hot corner. Now a 2, that brings up Jeter again. Can that get down? And no, it's going to be a quick inning with that fly out. Right down the line to Rose. Another quick out to start. 0-2 count, but I'll give this guy props. He's battling. Let's go high inside. He's on top of it. Chipper makes the play for 2. Don't want to go full again. And we get him to pop up.
Out.
Thank the Lord. Bottom of the 5th, we got our 9-batter Johnny leading this inning off. That's a good way to start. First pitch swinging on a high inside fastball for a leadoff double. We're extending that lead this inning. I can feel it. Because now that brings the top of the lineup back up with Jackie. All over that fastball.
Out.
And it doesn't get down, though, and it doesn't even move him over. Now with 1, that brings up Pete, who's 2 for 2. Can he make it 3 for 3?
Foul.
And he's 2 feet foul for his 3rd single of the day and an RBI. It don't matter. Actually, it does. You know what? It moves him over, though.
Safe.
That was actually a closer play than I wanted to be. Now with 2, it brings up Big Poppy with a runner 90 feet away. He gets a hit, we get another run. And Big Poppy finally clutches up. And we take our 2nd run of the game on an RBI double there with 2 outs.
Save.
Can we keep this inning going now with Barry Bonds back up? Rising fastball, nurse me once again.
Out.
Try high inside again.
Strike.
I knew he had no chance at that one. Let's just go a little bit further this time. I think he chases.
Out.
You know what? I'm just glad that wasn't a bloop single to end it. High inside. For strikeout number 11 in pizza. Everybody get hashtag pizza in the comments. Bottom of the 6th, we got Ken Griffey Jr. leading this inning off.
Out.
2-seam can't get down. Now we got Chipper back up.
Strike.
You know what? With him having the rising fastball, you can have that strikeout. Now with 2, that brings up Henderson. We are on that fastball, baby, but it goes absolutely nowhere for a quick inning. He's on that, but Jeter's there to make the play for out number 1. 2-2 count. And that could have been very unfortunate. This guy wants no part of the outside pitch.
Ball.
That pitch is practically in the exact same spot he called it a strike earlier. That should have been strike 3 right there, y'all. That's some cheese. It don't matter, though.
Strike.
He chases outside anyways for the K. Bottom of 7th, we got Jeter leading this inning off. Just late on that fastball, man. He's giving us gifts. That brings Johnny back up with 1. On top of the curve. Was protecting for the rising fastball. There's 2. And now that brings the top of the lineup back up with Jackie. Or let's not get it out of the infield and go 0 for 4. 0-2, let's go high inside again.
Strikeout.
Again, another perfect pitch. He had to swing.
Out.
I thought that got through. This game's got me stressing right now. 1-2 count. Let's try high inside.
Strikeout.
And they chase once again. Bottom of the 8th, we got Pete Rose leading this inning off. And again, we are just flying out on fastballs right down the middle. Come on, Big Poppy. I believe in you right here. We're finally going to hit our first home run of the game. Or we're not going to get it out of the infield. Now with 2, it brings up Barry Bonds. Our last chance to homer today with our highest power guy. Well, so much for that 0-2 count. I'm sticking with the power swing. I don't care.
Strikeout.
And I knew it was going to be a curve, and we just missed it. Top of the 9th, we are 3 outs away from completing the challenge. He didn't want to chase that one. I'm going to make you have to swing here. He chops it. Jeter makes the play for 1.
Wow. Strikeout.
Wow. And of course, with us now being 1 out away, Randy is finally in the orange, and they're trying to take him out. He's finishing this thing right here. High inside to end it.
Strikeout.
That's an exclamation point pitch right down the middle for us to complete the challenge. And of course, Randy Johnson gets the MVP. And there you guys have it. That's going to do it for this one. Let me know what pitch you'd like to see me do in the next video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. Have a blessed day. And I'll see you guys next time.